Hey, we're grooving. Hey, ha! Time for a drink of water. I probably should have done this before I start recording. But anyway, we're going to make sure that we lube up the old vocal cords before we continue any further. Otherwise, it wouldn't sound very good if I made so many reading mistakes now, would it? Wait a minute, and welcome, my name is Yuusha and welcome back to Grisaia no Kajitsu, or the Fruit of Grisaia. Now, from the last episode, we went to the beach with Michiru, and we actually heard some interesting things. Especially about Michiru, and I want to see what happens now that everyone's coming back, and how our relationship with Michiru is going to change. Like, will she be doing the initiative herself to say it's a real relationship? Or she wants to be in a real relationship instead of a pretend relationship, or will she revert back to her old ways and then the other Michiru will come out? I honestly don't know, but we're going to find that out now. So guys, 行きましょうか! 5 in the morning. Whether or not the world changes around me, my priorities stay the same. Barring a job request or another, special circumstances, I run. Simple as that. Haven't seen Michiru yet today, of course. It's still early in the morning. But I've got the sense she won't be approaching me quite so proactively from now on. No, because everyone's back. Naturally, that's because the others are coming back. With their return home, our private make-believe world is coming to an end. We'll be returning to our normal lives, such as they are. Nah, we're definitely not. She's gonna be there, isn't she? I run my standard route at a fixed, moderate pace. Careful not to wind myself, and finish with a light cool-down cruise, or, of course, I regularly pour water into my heated body to prevent dehydration. It's the exact same routine as always, but for some reason it feels less than fully satisfying today. Oh, Yuji's feeling a bit funny, it seems. Oh, the day slips past noon and there's still no sign of Michiru. I briefly consider heading up to her room to see if anything happened, but that would probably be an overreaction. He's concerned. It's possible that she's just sleeping in, for one thing. After all, we've been running around all over the place on those pretend dates. I wouldn't be surprised if the accumulated fatigue caused her to oversleep. I don't think it's that, my dude. In the end, I decided to take a walk around the campus to clear my mind. I'm fully familiar with the scenery by now, but a firm grasp of the local terrain and arrangement of nearby buildings is extremely important. It's crucial to maintain awareness of viable escape routes and suitable places to take shelter in case of an emergency. At such times, up-to-date and precise knowledge of your environment can be the difference between life and death. Therefore, I proceed to sequentially compare the layout of the area against the map in my mind. Oh, hello, Yumiko. Sakaki.
Tadaima.
Okaeri. What's that look in your face? Something wrong?
いいえ、むしろ何かあったのはあなたじゃない？とても怖い顔をしていたわよ。
Oh, have I? Oh god. So I was imagining various crisis scenarios while reviewing the area. It seems my face naturally grew somewhat fierce. I stick my index fingers in the corners of my mouth and push them up. I'm smiling now. How's this? Better now?
何それ？風見くんどうしちゃったの？
You said I was scary, so I constructed a pleasant smile for your benefit. So what's strange about that?
そうだけど。
Damn.
そんなことする人だった？
No. Even I cloud around every once in a while.
おどけてみなさいよ。
Damn it. Piriyoton ni narimashita. Ah, very well. I will now tell a joke. A sandwich walks into a bar. The barman says, "Sorry, we don't serve food in here." Sakaki, my friend, allow me to explain the word serve. It can refer to both offering certain items for sale.
いやいやいや、わかってる、わかってます。
It just wasn't
面白く
funny.
なかっただけ。
Yeah. Well, I had a lot of confidence in that one. It was a smash hit in Dimbu Fui, you know.
それは良かったわね。どこかわからないけど。
Yeah, wherever that is.
ともかく冗談を言うのは知ってたけど、なんだかちょっと変わったみたい。
In a good way? Don't know about that. I'm the same person I've always been. Bollocks.
ちゃんとお土産買ってきたわよ。
Oh.
はいこれ。
Oh
さりさん
yeah.
の分。
Oh yeah, we did ask to get a souvenir, didn't we? Well, fluorescent green glow and a dark skeleton keychain? Never expected you'd actually buy one. Much less an anatomically correct ball with limbs that rattle back and forth. Damn, she got it bang on.
だってちゃんと言ってたでしょ
Oh,
こ
she
れ買っ
wanted
てくるって
Okay, Yumiko, I see. I see. I'm sorry that I'm saving your route for last, but that's cute. That's cute. Well, I suppose, but the visual impact was intense enough that this fanfare rang out in my head.
ちょっと言ってることわかんない
Ta-da! That was in our head. God damn it. Yeah, we're going insane. Kigakuru. Kigakuru means to go insane. So ki is in like Genki no ki, which is feeling. And kuru means like twisted feelings, I guess. There you go. Japanese lesson of the day.
それと松島さんにこれペナント6枚種類がたくさんあって迷ったからとりあえず同じ柄を6枚にしておいた
I see. Get into her later. I'm sure she'll be pleased.
そうかなそれじゃあね
Oh, look at her getting a bit daddy-daddy with that. Oh, she's smiling. She smiled then. That's cute. Penance, though. You barely even find those things in souvenir shops these days. Be true. Where exactly did Sakaki wander off to anyway? She was trying to make sure that she got us the best present possible. That's adorable. Hello, Makina. A few minutes later, Makina's voice unexpectedly reaches my ears. Her high-pitched squawking prompts something almost like nostalgia. That must mean Armane's back as well. Oh, yeah.
ただいまあれせっかく帰ってきたのにユージってばあんまり嬉しそうな顔してくれないのねなんなら熱い抱擁でもしようかん
Your boobs look heavy, madam. Please, let me carry them. I'm sure you're exhausted from carrying them along your long trip. Not necessarily. Not necessary, sorry. I'm satisfied to see you safely returned. That's all that matters.
何よりね何より何
I'll rephrase that. I find your safe return preferable to the alternative.
なるほどね無事の方が無事じゃないよりいいもんね
Yes.
懐かしいなお兄ちゃんのその声その顔その笑顔
Eggo? I don't think I'm smiling, actually. Does she know when I'm actually smiling?
えそうだっけ
Oh.
じゃあ笑ってみせるのよさ
No, I think I'll pass. I tried something similar just now, but I didn't get a very good reception.
ずるい私にも笑いかけてほしいのよさ
Are we gonna do that weird face again? Alright, enough of that. Arnie, my friend, were you able to enjoy a satisfactory period of rest and recreation? Damn, straight to the point. Arnie answers while lightly smacking her own shoulder in a show of weariness.
まあある程度はねでもほら時期も時期だから地元でお祭りがたくさんあってそれにいちいちマキナが行きたがるのよ
Okay.
だってさお祭りってさいいじゃんだから行きたいじゃんイカ焼きあるし食べられないのにたくさん買って
Sounds
相
about
変わ
right.
らずって感じ
Yeah.
結局どこにいてもマキナと一緒だと変わらないわねあそうだお兄ちゃんイカ焼き食べる4日前
Oh,
のだけど
ikiyaki.
食べるかなと思って取っておいたのよさやめときなさいよそれ
Please
食
don't.
べられないと思うわよ
Yeah, it's probably gone.
大丈夫だよアルミホイルでくるんでおいたからいけるは
Yeah,
ず
I'm dead. Makina went out of her way to bring it back, so I suppose I'll take a bite. Surely a very small amount can't do that much digestive damage.
やめときなってば
Yeah, it's fish as well.
何どうしたの騒がしいじゃない帰ってきたのに私に挨拶なしとは舐められたもんねビシー
She's very quiet instead of actually shouting like normal. Michiru makes an abrupt dashing entrance. Just as before, she's fully clad in tsundere armor, her expression cheerful and energetic.
あチルチルイカ食う
Uh-oh.
食べるわよ
Yeah, it's a good thing you haven't eaten it yet.
ミチルそれ
What a bold spirit. Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
ほら担当食べほらほら
Makina, you're gonna kill Michiru, stop!
何これ酢漬けか酸っぱいよ
Oh, it's rotten!
あそう
Oh no.
うまかった みちるは相変わらずね。
Yep, she's gone die.
そうよ。相変わらずよ。
Oh, she's pissed at me. In response to Amine's words, Michiru shoots a quick glance in my direction. There we go. I'm not sure of the meaning behind this, if there is any.
ねえお兄ち
She...
ゃん。
Damn it, that
久
was
しぶり
loud.
だから今日は一緒に寝るのよさ。
I'm sorry. Magna leaps in my direction and unabashedly coils herself around my arm. The girl seems to be performing her best impression of a monkey escape from the zoo. But they're not humping my arm, so... somebody's weirdly brazen today.
それがね、途中からユージに会いたいってダダっ子みたいになってね。寂しかったみたい。
That's cute. It's a good thing she's in the next room.
不思議。チルチルのことは思い出さなかったのよ。
Oh wow, she's sad.
あれ冗談なのよ。チルチル
She actually is very sad about that. Michiru bites her lower lip and stares in our direction with a troubled expression on her face.
チルチルってば。ねえねえ。何よ。なんでもないわ
Yeah,
よ。
there's no way she'll recover overnight.
普通よ。
She sounds like she's about to cry. It's clear that Michiru suddenly lost her composure. She actually seems to be hyperventilating slightly. What's wrong, Michiru? Calm yourself.
だからどうもしてないってば。どこにでもいる普通のツンデレじゃない。ちょっと気にしすぎよ。
Somehow I'm not convinced. I wonder why. I exchange looks with Amine. She seems equally concerned.
大丈夫よね。マキナ、部屋に戻って荷物を片付けちゃおうか。へえ、もうちょっとお兄ちゃんとの再会を味わいたいのよ。
She wants to savor it. Ugh.
いいからいいから。ほら早く。
Uh-oh. She's gone. Yep, practically torn off me by Amine. Magina grudgingly sets off toward the dorm.
また後で遊んでね。
Yeah, yeah. As soon as the two of us are outside, Michiru lowers her head to me apologetically.
ごめんなさい。
It's fine. For what?
あんな態度とって。でも違うの。そういうんじゃなくて。
Did she get jealous? Is that why she had a funny feeling? Or did she want a reason to talk to us? That must have been it. She wanted to find a reason to... a way to talk to us.
本当に
Think you're okay?
違うの。みんながいて嬉しいの。すごく楽しい。でも怖くなっちゃったの。
Why are you scared? Of what exactly?
前にも言ったけど、みんな
Oh,
ずっ
yeah.
と一緒にいられないんだって思ったらとても悲しくなって、それで変になっちゃった。ごめんなさい。
I kind of want to headbutt Michiru right now. I drop a hand onto Michiru's... My man Yuji, you had the same thought I did. Yes! I drop a hand onto Michiru's head and pet her like a cat. That's no good. If you're a tsundere, then act like one. You're worrying too much about a lot of things. Oh, god damn it,
あんま
meow.
り変な感じにならないようにするね。
It's fine. You do that. There's still plenty of time till graduation, isn't there? No reason to break down now.
わかった。むちょむちょ。むちょむちょ。
Is he nibbling her hair? He's eating something on top of your head. Oh, the squid, right?
気にしないで。ビスケットだから。
Oh, it's a biscuit. Okay. I'll admit to being somewhat worried, but I'll do my best to pretend otherwise. Yeah. Where did he get the biscuit from? Exactly. Oh!
風見さんにみちる様じゃないですか。これ
Hey!
はお久しぶりでございます。
It
小
definitely
峰
is.
幸、再びこの地に舞い戻ってまいりました。
Welcome back, Sachi.
あら、幸じゃない。ちょっと見ない間に。いや、特に変わり映えしないわね。
Yeah, she won't change.
そうですね。人というのはそれほど簡単に変わるものではありませんからね。みちる様は元気そうですが、風見さんはいかがですか？
Huh? No problems worth mentioning.
そうですか。それは良かったです。今日からは風見さんとずっと一緒にいますから、もしご用があれば何なりと申し付けてくださいね。
Uh-oh. Come on, jealousy, jealousy.
もちろんみちる様も遠慮はいりませんから
there we go.
ね。それでは私、荷物の整理を。
Okay.
サチは普通のこと言ってるだけだよね。 それなのに
She's
目
jealous.
が痛くなる。
She wants to keep Yuuchi all to herself. Oh.
ずっと一緒にいるってユージに言った時、心が苦しくなった。なんだろうこれ。
She just basically just said right then she likes me. Don't ask me. You'll probably be back to normal soon enough.
そうか、そうだよね。
Am I trying to make her realize her own feelings?
そうだね。私、今日は部屋で休むことにする。ちょっと調子悪いや。
She might change back to the other Michiru, possibly.
あ
Oh, hello.
松島さん、
Oh, the key rings. Keychains even.
これお土産。
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
ご
get.
めん。今日は休むから明日にしてくれる。ごめんね。
Hmm?
あ、
Oh, she wanted to give them to her. My apologies, but Michiru seems to be under the weather. Say those for next time, alright?
ペナ
She really wanted to give them to her. Aww. That's adorable. If all the students back in the dormitory are normal lives, pick up where they left off 2 weeks ago. Also, I'd like to say. But just as I had feared, things don't go quite so smoothly. When Michiru spends time with the group, she's quiet and gloomy. Even the perpetually oblivious Machina has caught on, leading to tactful comments such as, "You're acting weird lately, Chiru. From what Michiru's told me, the source of her distress is her belief that everything ends eventually. Personally, it strikes me as pointless to worry about such things, but the girl's clearly suffering in her own way. Oh, yeah. Our anxieties and fears are personal things. It's impossible for others to ever fully understand them." As the girl grows increasingly unstable, the other Michiru has begun to appear in her place much more frequently. She seems to put it lightly, somewhat concerned about the situation. Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised, so she's been popping up more and more now. There she is. That you,
ね
Michiru?
そうよ。私、
Oh, it's you again. You seem to be appearing a lot recently.
仕方ないでしょ。あの子が怯えて外に出ようとしないんだもの。ずっと部屋に閉じこもっているようなものよ。
I'm not surprised.
実際、部屋に閉じこもってることも多いけど、 あの子、なんて言ったかしら。
Meowmid.
その猫と一緒に部屋で遊んでばっかり。どうも君にもあまり関わらないようにしてる。
Of course. But she also wants to speak to us. Me? Why would she do that?
わかるでしょ。怖いのよ。依存してしまうのが。
Ah.
思春期には珍しいことじゃないけど、少し彼女の場合は大げさに。
Well, considering what might be related to a trauma, and it's got to be of her best friend, and I'm guessing they've died or something like that. I'm guessing. I mean, that's the only thing that could cause like a mass load of trauma is somebody dying. And the fact that friend is ever mentioned, I can only think so much. So, is there something I can do about this?
そうね。
After briefly thinking it over, she answers in a careful, deliberate tone.
病院に連れて行ってあげることが一番だと思うわ。彼女はとても不安で、それを誰も慰めることができないの。
She's that bad? Ah, sounds like a pragmatic
君
approach.
が永遠の愛を誓って自らの血を捧げたとしても、その約束が本物だという証拠がない限り、あの子は安心しない。かといって永遠を証明するために何十年も時間をかけるわけにもいかない。
And these days we have plenty of respectable, competent psychiatrists. I
そ
see.
れだけじゃないけどね。
Hmm.
隅々まで精密検査を受けさせてほしい。何かわかるかもしれない。
Trauma, of course. It has to be. Either way, Michiru's not going to like the idea.
でも仕方ないでしょ。
Ah, Nyamade. Oh, lured by the sound of our voices, the black cat pops out of nowhere, but after taking one look at Michiru, it pauses in confusion and quickly retreats. It even recognizes the other Michiru.
これ
Oh.
は少しシリアスな話だけど、
What's that? Her face suddenly grave. The girl stares me steadily in the
あ
eye.
の子がこれ以上おかしくならないようにちゃんと見ていてあげて。
Oh, God, so you're telling me that she's afraid of becoming dependent on me, but you're asking me to make her dependent on me. Yeah, I guess that might be warranted at this point. Oh, yeah. With those words, I turn to leave. The girl's arguments seem reasonable enough, but it's unsettling to take advice from someone I know so little about. Who or what is she anyway? I can speculate, but the answer's beyond my grasp. The more I try to fit the pieces together, the more of a scrambled, confusing mess the board becomes. Yeah, because you don't have all the bits that could join anything, so it feels like it's all scattered. It's the way puzzles work. Gotta work around the edges first, before you work inward. Oh, hello. Later that same afternoon, there's a knock on my door. It's fine, come in. I wait a few seconds, but the visitor makes no move to enter. I stand and proceed to open the door myself. Unsurprisingly, Michiru is standing on the other side with a dismal look on her face. What's wrong? You stopped for a reason. You stopped by for a reason, I assume. How about coming inside? Yes, the other girl. Yep, it's the actual Michiru we know. The girl was barging in without warning only a few days ago, but things have changed. It's as though Michiru walked here through a rain shower. Her shoulders are slumped, and you can practically see the melancholy dripping from her bangs. What's up? Retrieving her Ramune candies from that sharp patch of us. Oh yeah, she did have little Ramune candies. I forgot about them. She tosses one after another into her mouth. Perhaps the girl's trying to energize her brain with a rush of glucose, but it still seems somewhat excessive. You're going to give yourself diabetes. Thin people aren't immune, you know.
ならないもん。気持ちを落ち着かせるための糖分だもん。
Damn. Michiru looks up at me with bloodshot eyes, seemingly waiting for me to say something. Unfortunately, I have no idea what she's expecting. What? If you've got something to say, then spit it out already.
またデートしない？
Oh. Michiru asked the question in a tentative wariness of a small animal peeking out from behind a tree. I think she may have deliberately framed the question in a way that allows her to pass it off as a joke, depending on my reaction. Didn't we talk about this before? That was just a game to kill time, right?
わかってるわよ。
She's on about a real one.
そうよね。
Come on.
そうなのよ。でもほら、楽しかったのは事実じゃない？ だから、どう？
Think about it. Think about it though. If the others notice, they're going to take it the wrong way.
そうよね。わかってるわよ。ちょっと冗談で言っただけよ。
Come on, Michiru!
でもさ、
Come on!
ほら、
Come on, you're so close.
キスだけでもしない？
Huh? What are you saying, woman?
なんてね。だから冗談だってば。あんた本気にしたの？まったくもう、ジョークのわからない男ね。
Come on, Michiru. Hard to take it as a joke when you say it with such a desperate look in your face.
切実な顔なんてしてないわよ。余裕よ、余裕。
あははは。はいはいはい、わかりました。Liar!
あ、ニャンメルおいでー。にゃー。
にゃー。
私はね、別に寂しくなんてないんだからね。
Oh,
ニャ
that's
ン
a
メルが
lie.
いれば平気だもん。
Mm-hmm.
にゃー。ほら、いつものビスケットあげる。もちょもちょ、もちょもちょ。
The black cat instantly bites into the doughy cake Michiru offers, not even bothering to smell it first. Foolish little beast. Nothing good can come of allowing yourself to be so thoroughly domesticated. Because that means he'll eat anything. Oh god. What if it's poison? Well, that works, I guess. They say animal therapy can be surprisingly effective.
何よ、セラピーって。私は別に普通だもん。
I doubt that. I've doubted that for ages. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. Michiru turns her back to me and makes to leave the room, but she hesitates in front of the door to mumble one final comment.
あんまり他の女の子と仲良くしないでね。
She is super jealous. She don't want me near any other girls. She's like, this is my man. She's literally going on like that. I wait for the follow-up, anticipating something along the lines of a gotcha, or perhaps, you took me seriously again? What an idiot. But instead Michiru simply opens the door and trudges out. Things seem to be heading in a problematic direction. Yep. This is going to be difficult. As if to illustrate, the gathering rain clouds outside cast my room into greyish gloom. Yeah, mine's just done that as well, just funny enough. I'm neither a prophet nor a playboy, but I have a strong suspicion that the balance of this claustrophobic shoebox garden is rapidly breaking down. What a way to put it. Claustrophobic shoebox garden. Damn. To fully decipher a story, you need to proceed through it in the proper order. Skipping ahead and learning how things end doesn't mean you understand the substance of the matter. No, you just know the final words and that's it. We have no choice but to patiently absorb the author's words and wait for things to come together. But it can be difficult at times. Even for me. I've been known to flip forward a few pages and take a peek. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that. Once you've read even one line out of order, learned one thing you shouldn't have, it's not possible to wipe your memory clean and return to your previous spot. Nope. No matter what sort of sentence it may be, you have no choice but to accept it. That's the price we pay for our curiosity. Oh, wow.
そうしたら
Nice
ユージってば私に向かってこんなこと言うのよ。
Uh-oh.
それじゃあコロッケが台無しだなって。それはお兄ちゃんらしいのよさ。なるほどね。またその続き聞かせてね。もちろんよ。さ、今日は解散解散。
She seems really happy when she's talking about me as well.
チルチルは変になったり元気になったり落差が激しいのね。でもそれがチルチルらしさなのよさ。人生はテンション、世の中は緩急。それが大事ってわけよ。
So that means they've noticed the other Michiru very well as well.
それじゃあマキナ、おやつ食べに行こうか。おやつだったらあれ食べたい。ジャイアントチョッキー。
Giant Choki. I've never heard that one myself.
買ってあげるからね。
I don't know what that one is. But I'm guessing it means giant chocolate. Nice impersonation. She's like become something of a celebrity.
ああ、ユージ君。さっきまであの子ちゃんとここにいたのに、君の気配を感じたら急に引っ込んじゃったわよ。
What? You don't say. Is she that angry at me?
そういうことじゃないけど。でもどうしたらいいかわからないわ。
Damn. She's getting really good at impersonating the real Michiru as well. So you've been deliberately filling in when she feels like disappearing then?
まあ。
What's wrong, Michiru?
ごめん。部屋まで運んで。
Is it your chest? Oh, fuck. Michiru practically collapses into my arms, limp as a ragdoll, fainting in the middle of a conversation? This is a first. What the hell is wrong with this girl anyway? She had no energy, did she? Just throw her on the bed. Careful of the wall now. I carry Michiru to her room and lay her down on her bed. Although I expected her to be out for a while, only a few moments pass before she groggily sits up. It'll probably take a few moments for her to fully regain consciousness. But at least she appears to be alright, and it also looks very grey outside there as well. Unfortunately, the girl who woke up appears to be the Michiru I know best. You're right. Look at the light. I checked the reaction of her pupils with my pen light, but can't find anything out of the ordinary. Of course, at this point, I'm less worried about the girl's physical condition than her psychological state. I'm going to be blunt, Michiru. You should go to a hospital. You can't maintain a normal life under these circumstances. This is going to be tough. This is actually going to be a tough one to actually read through, isn't it? You know that yourself, don't you?
わかってる。ごめんなさい。
That girl said the same thing. It's probably an appropriate step at this point.
あいつって誰？
Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I cursed silently, but it's too late. So I wasn't in a position to predict the consequences. I'd been careful to avoid directly mentioning the other girl to Michiru. But I was distracted by the problem in front of my eyes and my tongue slipped. Damn it, a Freudian slip. Or is it Flamen? Yeah, it's Freudian slip. Now that we've reached this point, coming with some half-assed light would probably be counterproductive. Instead of trying to bluff, I answer honestly. She's... Damn Yuji! Well, I guess she's the other you.
もう一人の
Yep.
私
Yep. Michiru slowly raises a hand in front of her face, then sits there staring blankly into her palm like a wind-up toy that's run out of spring.
心のどこかでこんな風に考えたかったの。眠ってる間に勝手に起き上がって水を飲むようなことと同じだって。
So she'd been aware of it, but she didn't want to accept
無
it.
遊病みたいなもので自分が無意識にやっているって。だけどそうじゃないって最初から分かってた。ある時期を境に彼女が出てきたことを知ってる。きっともう一人
Betijin.
いるんでしょ。
It's like someone else is actually there, right? That's right. There's definitely someone else entirely inside you.
そっか。そうだよね。うん。そうなんだよね。
She didn't want to know.
わ
She,
かる。
she didn't want to know.
彼女は彼女とお話ししたの。
Yeah. Yes, we've had several conversations.
何度か。それとも何度も。
Many, I guess. To be accurate, I've been talking with her pretty frequently these last few days. I'd really appreciate a straight answer, Michiru. Who is she?
そんなの私だってわかんないよ。
Oh, no, she's hiding it. Yeah, she knows. She knows. I have the distinct sense that Michiru is hiding something, but there's clearly no point pursuing the topic further right now. I'll offer a quiet nod instead. The girl seems to know you very well, down to the last little detail. You'd almost think she was standing over your bed and watching you sleep. But in comparison, you don't know anything about her?
だって記憶がなくなっちゃうから、その子のことはよくわからない。
I guess there's nothing we can do about that. In any case, she said it would be wise to get you to a hospital and...
ねえ、ユージ。
Huh? Michiru interrupts me mid-sentence. Wait. I answer her with a curt
ど
yes.
んな女の子？
Oh. What kind? Sorry, what are you asking? What, you mean like a personality? 性
もう
格?
一人の私ってどんな喋り方でどんな風にものを考えてどんなことをするの？ユージの口からそれを聞きたい。
She actually wants to confront this. A problematically broad question, but I decide to offer my honest impressions as they come to me. The other you is sociable and proactive, even aggressive. The girl makes sure her opinions are known. That said, she refuses to talk about herself, so I can't say much more. What I do know is that she seems to be frank, no-nonsense person.
それで
Michiru pesters me for more with the expectant eyes of a child demanding another chapter from a picture book. The girl sometimes takes eccentric actions, but she makes sure to handle the consequences herself. Seems to prefer clear-cut lines of responsibility. She's unpolished in some respects, but on the whole I think it's fair to say she handles herself well. In particular, she commits herself respectably with our classmates while you're out. To the degree that nobody realizes it's not the real Michiru, at least.
そっか。やっぱり彼女か。
Yeah, of course it's someone you know.
その子はユージから見て悪い子じゃないんだよね。
No. Definitely not. Not sure what standard you want me to judge her against, but I don't think she's a heartless sociopath. That said, I know very little about what she's really thinking.
私より上手に生きれるんだとしたら、その子が私の代わりをずっとした方がいいのかもね。
So the other girl's not the real one. This one's the real Michiru. But we finally have some ground on what she is, or who she is. Hold on, we shouldn't even be thinking about anything like that. If this is some sort of illness, we need a qualified doctor to call the shots. Sorry. Although I keep it to myself, a certain proverb does occur to me. 2 kings can't live in 1 country. Nope.
難しくてどうすればいいかよくわかんないや。
But for some reason, there's an oddly relieved smile on Michiru's face. It's the expression of someone who had a wad of gum cleanly peel off the bottom of their shoe by pure chance.
次の質問。ユージはその子のこと好き？
Oh, if you're asking whether I feel animosity towards her then.
違うよ。そんな話じゃない。女の子として好きかどうか。
No. Difficult to answer. I haven't been looking at her in that way.
じゃあ、わかりやすく言えば、その子がユージにキスをしてきたら、嫌だってこと。
I wouldn't shove her away, but that's about all I can say. I recall my first definite encounter with the girl in question. She did in fact abruptly kiss me. Yeah, she kissed us out of nowhere. She justified it as the curiosity of someone without romantic experience. But in retrospect, that seems a strange excuse.
なるほど、なるほど。つまりそれって、
No.
嫌じゃないってことだよね。
No. Don't shut yourself away. Because, yeah, if you shut away your own personality, she's going to take over. You're going to not exist anymore. Hold on, Michiru. Is there some point to these questions?
ちょっと待ってよ。ユージ、前に私がキスしてきたって言ってたぞ。
She realized. Yeah.
もしかしてそれって彼女とキスしたってこと？
Yep. The girl's normally about as sharp as a pile of bricks, but she's hones right in on the problematic points. What a pain. Damn, that's right. I suppose we might have kissed. Wasn't on my initiative, though. The girl suddenly pushed her lips on me.
そうなのか。じゃあ、私がファーストキスだと思ってたのは、そうじゃなかったってことか。
Yeah. Michiru slowly traces her mouth with a fingertip as she speaks. Probably doesn't even realize she's doing it. As her finger passes back and forth along her lips, her previous clear face begins to cloud over. A deep wrinkle forms in the middle of her forehead, resembling the footprint of a bird in fresh snow.
前に私が落ち込んでた時、慰めに来てくれたよね。でもその時に、
She's piecing it
お前
together.
に言われてきたって言ってた。
That's how much she was paying attention to us as well.
それもそういうこと？つまり、もう一人の私に言われたってこと？
Yep. That's right, it was.
そうなのか。
She's confused whether she thinks we actually like her now as well.
ちょっとはそうかもしれないって考えてはいたけど、慰めに来てくれて、ユージって優しいとか思っちゃったし。
Damn.
ねえ、デートは？私とデート
No, that was us.
あれは？
I agree because the idea of playing house with you didn't strike me as objectionable.
そっか。
But yeah, it's worse to lie at this point. He's right. But to be fair, the girl had asked me to date you beforehand.
そっ
I don't want you to misunderstand what I just said, so I'll clarify. I didn't play house with you because that girl told me to. It was entirely my decision.
そんなこと言われてもわかんないよ。
Yeah.
だってその子に言われたんでしょ？
Yeah.
だったらわかんないじゃん。なんでデートしてなんてお願いしたんだろう。
That's a good question. She claimed to be asking because she'd fallen in love with me.
それすっごい恥ずかしいじゃん。それって
Oh, wow.
私の気持ち全部その子に筒抜けってこと？
I guess so. It's just what she said to me. Your feelings are something only you understand for sure.
そうだけど。でも実際に好きだもん。
She said it!
ユージのこと。
Ah! She said it. Sorry for the abrupt clap, but I was waiting for that. And we just got it. As much as the situation never favoured saying that right now. I try to answer, I see, but the words don't manage to escape my suddenly hoarse throat.
ああもうおかしくなりそう。だって今もこの会話だってその子が聞いてるってことでしょ。
Probably, yeah.
その子は私よりもうまく人と付き合えて、うまくユージと会話ができて、自分からキスもできちゃう女の子なんでしょ。
No, don't think that way. Don't think like that, Michiru. Michiru! Oh, the rain got heavier as well. Michiru seems ready to cry at any moment. I head to the sink, fill a glass with water, and quietly hand it to her. She accepts it with a muted thank you. Doesn't drink.
私が今までずっとやってきたことってあんまり意味なかったの。
She feels like she's done it all for nothing now because she feels like her feelings have lied to what?
ほら、前に言ったんじゃない？気がついたら全部がうまくいくようになってるって。それって全部その子がやってくれてたわけでしょ。だったら私がいる意味って何なんだろう。
Jesus.
その子が私よりよくできた子だとしたら、私の存在の意味は？
Damn it! At the end of this long cascade of words, Michiru heaves a brief heavy sigh as if reaching a command to breathe in some invisible musical score.
私ね、ユージとデートできてすごく嬉しかったんだ。キスも初めてのキスだと思ってたんだ。
Oh.
でも全部
Michiru.
違ったんだね。私、バカみたいじゃない？
No. No, you don't. Not from where I'm standing. Don't worry about it.
気にするよ。
Of course she would.
すっごい気にする。どうしていいかわかんないもん。
Yeah. Nikanyan! The black cat wanders in through the door and twines around Michiru's lower legs, but her expression remains stiff.
ニャンメルと初めて会ったのも、大好きだって思った場所も、全部自分で見つけたわけじゃなくて、彼女に導かれたってことだよね。
Huh? No.
私何もできてないね。言ったな。
Michiru, don't.
ごめんね、ニャンメル。今は無理だよ。ごめん。本当に。参っちゃったな。
She's just lost.
一人にさせて。ニャンメル。
Don't do anything to me, Yamelu. Don't do anything. The cat rubs against Michiru's feet persistently before finally realizing she won't be dispensing the attention it's looking for. It leaves the room in evident disappointment. Damn. It's almost like watching a shadow with its own will break free of Michiru's body and escape.
ユージごめん。一人にさせて。私、彼女のこと好きじゃなかったんだ。でもこんな風になったら、どうしたらいいかわからないよ。
Yeah, you definitely know who she is. After silently patting Michiru's head a few times, I obediently leave the room. Wow, that rain. Jesus. It's raining outside. Not entirely sure when it started, but our surroundings are already thoroughly damp, chill and grey. The black cat dashes off somewhere through the cold rain, casting a long, narrow shadow behind it. I try to call its name, but it's as though my throat has grown rusted. My voice is wiped out by the sound of the falling raindrops. Yeah, we heard that she likes us, and she said it properly, and straight to our face. Which is actually pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. I'd expected the rain to linger, but it vanishes with surprising swiftness. Before I know it, the sound of raindrops against the window disappears, and the cicadas emerge from their hiding places to join in a vigorous chorus of chirps. The sunlight streaming in front of the window is so bright, it almost feels like the dismal little scene in Michiru's room was all an illusion. I don't like this premonition. I don't like it. As the air grows thick with humidity, I rest my hands on the damp desk and settle my breathing. Yep, something bad's happening if it's this music. The world, previously dark as night, has at least regained its luster. I can only hope the change in weather rallies Michiru's spirits a little. Alright then. with those words, I push myself off the desk. At times it can be easiest to postpone the planning phase until after you started moving. My head feels strangely heavy on my shoulders. My thoughts are sluggish and vague. Unless I verbally spur myself on, I don't think I'll manage to take even the first step forward. Damn. Alright then, what next? I speak again, trying to get into gear, but my wheels can't find any traction. Well, sometimes it doesn't come easy. Well, sometimes it doesn't come easy. Yep. I continue speaking my thoughts out aloud, but my strangely flat words evaporate into the muggy air. We feel very guilty now, don't we? Because I don't think Yuji would have ever got the hint unless you said it blunt to him that you like him. Unfortunately, that's the type of guy he is. But who can blame him? It seems like this technique just isn't going to work today. But fortunately, the deadlock's broken from the other side. I stand and quietly open the door. Michiru? Yes. Come on, come in. Michiru stands outside my room with a face full of regret and anxiety. Eyes darting back and forth, she plays with the hem of her skirt. The girl clearly hasn't calmed down yet. Judging from those terribly bloodshot eyes, she was probably crying in the room until not so long ago. Damn. Huh? Michiru's just full of apologies lately. At this point, it's no longer clear what she was even sorry for. They're meaningless words. Filler for when she doesn't know what else to say. You don't need to apologize. Wanna come in?
大丈夫。でも私、どうしていいのかわからなくて。
I'll help. I see. I'm not irresponsible enough to tell you it's not a problem, let alone don't worry about it. But right now, you're too upset to think. Maybe you should pet that cat for a while until you feel a little better.
そうだね。私もそう思ってた。ニャメル、ユージのとこに来てるかな。
No. Why? He's not in here. I saw him heading out of the school a little while ago.
そっか。じゃあそこかな。
Oh no, she's gonna go missing. She's gonna go missing. No. Now I've got a nasty gut feeling. Michiru sets off down the hallway, presumably intending to head for the usual high ridge. But after only a few steps, she loses her balance and has to steady herself against the wall. Maybe she get a little rest first?
だってさっきニャメルに冷たくしちゃったから。
Yeah, this ain't good. Yuji, go with her. Go with her. Yuji, go with her. Huh? What do you mean? Michiru holds out her hand to show me a small plastic bag full of biscuits in the shape of various animals.
これはね、いい子にしてた時にだけあげてるの。
Right.
ちゃんと猫用に作られてるやつなんだよ。
Right.
でも一度にたくさんあげたらお腹壊しちゃうから、ちょっとずつね。
Yeah. Okay. Why is she giving me the biscuits though? Why is she going to look for Miyameru, but she's giving me the biscuits? Michiru, what are you doing? The girl forces a strained, quavery smile onto her face. In combination with her swollen red eyes, the effect is downright pitiful. I see, by which you presumably mean I just bought too many. You can have one, but that's it?
あ、そう。私ツンデレだもんね。そういう風に言わないとね。
Either way, I'll come to. I can't leave you alone in this condition. Yes!
本当？
Yes!
嬉しいな。
Yes! Yes! Go with her! Go with
これ
her!
ってデートかな。
Yeah, it's a date. I think the term search and rescue operation is more appropriate.
つまりデートじゃないんだよね。
I decided to come along entirely on my own. Nobody else played any role. Is that not enough for you?
それでいいよ。じゃあ行こう。
Oh, wow. She's a little thirsty, I'm not gonna lie. Worst timing to say that, I know, sorry. Michiru reaches down and grasps my hand. Since there's no particular reason to shake her off, I squeeze back with a moderate amount of force. But what do you plan to do if someone sees us like this? Won't your Cinderella reputation be ruined?
いいのよ。ユージが勝手につきまとってきてるってことにするんだから。
Now you're going to make me into a stalker? You really are nothing but trouble, princess. Oh, this is cute. That was cute.
ニャメルー、ニャメルー。
Looking around the area restlessly, Michiru calls out the cat's name again and again. Probably wasted effort. I think I'd be able to sense his presence if he was hiding around here. I saw him running toward the road, so he probably left the premises for a while. Maybe he's still outside the campus. I hope nothing happens to the cat.
私が冷たくしたから驚いちゃったんだろうな。ねえユージ、ニャンメルが許してくれなかったらどうしよう。
He will. Won't forgive you? Give him a little food and he'll forget it ever happened. It's just a cat, you know.
何よ。また。
He's not wrong. I can't even refute it.
やっぱりいないな。
You have a place in mind, right? No need to be so uneasy.
うん。
Come on, where is he? After a slow walk along the seaside road, we finally approach the usual spot. Michiru is not in a great shape. She's had to squat down and catch her breath several times, but she's refused to take a longer
だっ
break.
て早くニャンメルに会いたいもん。
This is why I think something's wrong. Something is wrong. Large puddles of water sit on the surface of the road, beautifully reflecting the blue sky above. Apparently, trying not to disturb their brilliance, Michiru carefully steps around them as she walks. Even as I'm watching the girl hop around like an unusually dejected rabbit, my mind is somewhere else entirely. A certain unpleasant premonition has begun to take root inside me. Yep. You're not the only one. At times like these, my animal instinct is vexingly accurate.
あれいないな。いつもはここにいるんだけど。ニャンメルニャンメル
Michiru frantically searches places where a cat might be hiding, but there's no familiar meow to greet her. Still damp grass leaves her clothes slightly wet. This is going to be the thing that sets it off, isn't it? The cat's dead, isn't it? The cat's dead, isn't it? Fuck. Michiru, don't get too flustered even if he isn't here. Probably just hanging around somewhere else for the moment. There's no cause for alarm.
だってニャンメルいつも私の部屋かここにいるのに今日に限っていないなんて。
Only your room in here? That's more unusual than him going missing. True. We're dealing with a stray cat. Surely it has other haunts.
ラネコじゃないよ。ニャンメルだよ。
Yeah, it's true.
ねえ、だったらどこか他の場所にいるのかな。ユージが先に寮に帰ってて、私は探すから。
No, I'm not leaving you. Look for him where?
全部いそうなところ全部。
Again with the crazy talk.
ニャンメル
That's not Miyamoto. A light brown cat spotted with white emerges from a nearby clump of bushes. Michiru heaves a heavy sigh, then crouches down and talks to it.
ごめんね。
Nope.
探してるのは君じゃないのよ。ニャンメル知らない？黒猫の。
The stray cat seems to be primarily interested in the biscuits Michiru's holding. Probably emerged after hearing a plastic bag rustling.
これは君にはあげられないのよ。でも一個だけなら。
No, don't do it,
は
Michiru.
い、ダメ。どこかでニャンメルを見かけたら教えてね。
The thing is, you can't feed cats too much even if they're strays because then they'll start coming back and expect you to bring food and then they'll follow you home. And you don't know if they'll have diseases or anything. He might have just wandered back into the dorm on his own by now. Let's get going.
わかった。
That's possible. But I know something's wrong. Something's really wrong. Michiru trudges along, clearly discouraged. The sun's just now straight overhead, ruthlessly bathing us in midsummer heat.
どこ行っちゃったのかな。
She's so worried. What's the point of speculating? It's a completely natural for cats to wander off. He'll come back once he gets hungry.
私のせいで家出しちゃったってことだよね。
No, I didn't say
だった
that.
ら困るよ。それはすごい困る。ねえ、もしかしてここ大きな車
I don't want to think that. Don't make me think that. Don't make me think that.
もしかして。
Don't get caught up in what ifs. In the first place. Huh? All of a sudden, Michiru drops her plastic bag of biscuits onto the road. I pick it up and hold it out to her, but the girl shows no sign of reaching out to take it. What's wrong? Tired from the walk? I don't mind carrying on my... Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's exactly what I think it is, isn't it? Miyamoto's over there and he's dead, isn't he? I carried him on my back. I don't mind carrying you on my back if you want.
あれやめる
Oh no. Michiru slowly raises a finger to point far down the path on the side of the asphalt roadway. There's a small black lump like a spot spilled ink.
ユージあそこで倒れてるのにやめるかなやめるじゃない
No, no, no. I can't stay from this distance. I'll take a look so you stay here. Understand? Don't move an inch.
ユージ
Oh no. The black lump's lying about 100 meters ahead. It must have tumbled along the road for a decent distance after the impact. There's a visible bloody trail leading to the small bot. No! No! Oh! Yeah, this is going to set her off. This is going to set her off. This is awful. Still breathing, but it's a matter of time. Oh, he's still alive? The black object before my eyes is without a doubt an unfortunate feline that was hit by a car. But I can't determine whether it's Michiru's pet or simply a stray that bears a strong resemblance to it. No, if I take the time to observe it calmly, I should be able to tell. But for now, I put that off.
やめる
Michiru! I told you to wait, damn it! Why didn't you listen? Ignoring my words completely, the girl approaches on trembling legs.
ユージこの子にやめるだよやめる
Michiru's expression instantly crumples with despair. Her eyes are already full of tears. I briefly hesitate, uncertain how to explain the reality before us. Oh, it is. The cat responds to Michiru's call with a feeble croak. It's unmistakably that familiar meow.
ユージどうしようやめるが血が出てるやめる
Calm down. Panicking isn't going to help anything. I'll take a look. I examine the cat where it lies limply on the road. There's bleeding from the mouth and ears. The external wounds don't appear that severe. When I feel gently around the stomach area, I can feel the broken bones and ruptured viscera on the others. His insides have been crushed. Oh no! What? No. The animal suffered serious internal damage from the impact. Small, bright, red pools of blood have formed on the edge of the cat's eyes. Oh, when I pet his head, the animal blinks, sending them flowing down his face like tears. He's been avoiding me all this time, but this wasn't exactly how I'd pictured our reconciliation.
ねえ大丈夫なのやめるは大丈夫なの
Damn it. He won't make it if we leave him like this. We need to get him to a vet, and soon.
からないって死んじゃうのいなくなっちゃうってことそうだってやだよ
I know! You think I want that? Tell me if you see a car approaching, alright? I'll stop them.
タクシーだ待ってください止まってください
Well, hey, watch it! You're trying to get yourself killed? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I thought she was going to get hit. As Michiru dashes out into the middle of the road, the driver screeches to a halt, then rolls down his windows to shout angrily. I come running after and put both hands on the hood of his taxi. I'm sorry about my friend. Please hear us out. This is an emergency. Can you get us to a veterinarian quickly? We don't have time to argue, alright? In response to my forceful bluster, the apparently soft-hearted driver nods quietly. When I turn back, Michiru's already carrying a limp black cat in her arms. Get in, Michiru. Keep calm.
ねえ助かるかなやめる助かるよね
I don't know. Let's focus on getting him to a veterinarian. That's the most we can do for Michiru right now. I actually said his name as well. Damn.
やめるごめんねごめんね私が優しくしてあげなかったからだからだよね
No.
だから家出しちゃったんだよね
No, Michiru, it's not that. Oh. Inside Michiru's arms, Michiru draws ragged, shallow breaths, trembling
私
slightly.
のせいでこんなことになって本当にごめんね
Michiru! This isn't your fault. It was an accident. Apologizing isn't going to change
で
anything.
もあの時に私がちゃんと構ってあげればこんな思いをしなくて済んだ
This could have happened anyway, you wouldn't have known it.
もっとずっと一緒にいてあげられたのに
Large teardrops tumble down Michiru's cheeks and fall onto Michiru's face. Cat lying there like a tattered old carpet. It's slowly covered in a mixture of tears and blood. Oh no! Oh, don't make me cry! I've cried enough as it is, god damn it! I've cried enough in enough recent videos. Michiru seizes the bag of treats from my hands, then breaks one up and places a tiny piece on the tip of her index finger. Michiru. Miyamoto tentatively sticks out his tongue and licks Michiru's finger several times. A fragment of biscuit on her finger quickly grows sticky and red with his blood. Distorting the truth would be easy enough, but what's the point? While lies can't dull her pain, much less save the cat. I offer them both a sincere answer. Hug him, Michiru. It's the only thing you can do right now. Just hug him. Denial. Denial. First stage of grief. Miyamoto begins to cough weakly, trying to spit out saliva and blood pooling in his tiny mouth. But the light's gradually fading from his eyes. No! No, come on. He's gonna die. The cat's gonna die. As Michiru strokes the cat, hair falls out in bloody clumps. Oh, and sticks to the seat of the car. Driver glances tentatively back at us through the rearview mirror. Don't worry, I'll pay your cleaning bill. I reach out and gently rest a hand on Miyamoto's body. His convulsions don't seem to be getting any better. There's no longer any form of wishful thinking. Sorry. It won't be long now. Damn it. Oh, you actually show it. Oh. This actually hurts. Because this cat actually reminded me a lot of my nan's cat who passed away recently. So, yeah, this is great. Damn it. With one final short purr, Miyamoto extends his forelegs straight out as if to pester his mother for milk. Just like that, he quietly breathes his last. Michiru must have felt the very instant that tiny life had disappeared into her arms. Trembling violently, she looks over at me with pleading eyes. Damn it. I shake my head slowly, but she nonetheless presses her lips against the cat's blood-stained mouth and tries artificial respiration. No, it doesn't go well. In the end, she hangs her head and breaks into hysterical sobs. Some people will probably say it's only a cat, or maybe how much can a relationship that only lasted a few weeks really mean? For Michiru, that was all she needed. There's no denying the fact that this cat was an irreplaceable friend to Michiru. A beloved companion. It was just taken from her in the most meaningless, arbitrary way possible. Right before her eyes. There's not even anyone to blame. No story to explain it. To enable acceptance, death abruptly wanders by and snatched him away for no reason at all. Sorry, but please change the destination to Mihama Academy. We don't have any reason to visit the veterinarian anymore. Oh, Michiru's gonna snap, yep. When I inform the driver of the situation, Michiru objects in a tricked voice. He's already gone. That's not possible anymore. You know it isn't. Accept reality. I understand you don't want to believe it. There's nothing we can do. No, no, don't think that, don't think that, don't think that. use is there in talking about that now? What use is there in talking about that? You're you, and she has nothing to do with this. We're getting out. Let me have the cat. I'll take care of it.
一人なんて言わないで。だってこの子にアンメルだよ。二人で名前つけたんだよ。
Yeah, it hit me in a soft spot right there. Jesus. I know. Look, just get out of the car, alright? This isn't the time to throw a tantrum.
なんで冷静でいられるの？ユージはニャメルのことが大事じゃないの？ねえ、なんで？こうなったのも私が名前をつけたからだ。
Don't do that. Michiru.
やっぱり名前なんてつけなきゃよかったんだよ。私と関係しなければよかったんだ。もうやだよ。こんなのやだよ。もうこれ以上悲しいことはやだよ。誰かと仲良くなったり笑ったりしても結局最後にはお別れしかないんだ。もういい。こんなのひどいよ。
I grab Michiru by the wrist and forcibly yank her along. Whoa, shut up. Then embrace her forcefully. I hug Michiru's slender body against mine so... Whoa, Yuji. So strongly that it feels like I might break her. This is painful for me too. At those words, Michiru buries her face against my chest and begins sobbing convulsively. Yamiri dying is a sad, terrible thing. For both of us. But you need to stop drawing connections that aren't there. The cat's death has nothing to do with anything else. And you sure as hell weren't at fault. This was an accident.
でも
I've been through something very similar myself. I know how it feels, alright? There's no point in just breaking down. Do what you have to first. If you're going to cry, then do it afterward.
わかんないよ。今私がするべきことなんてわかんない。
Then think, don't run away. I tend to pay the cabbie, but he drives off without accepting a dime. Chivalrous gentleman, wasn't he? Damn. Probably wanted to bid the quickest possible farewell to his eerie clients and their bloodstained cat corpse.
彼女は強いんだ。頭もいいし。だからそんなことが言えるけど。
Don't
バ
make...
カだから。
Don't...
考えたってわかんないよ。
Stop, please, Michiru. Michiru hugs the cat's body tightly, showing no intention of letting go anytime soon. She seems to have accepted the reality of its death, but clearly has no idea how to cope with it. That's not a stuffed animal in your arms. You can't hold on to it forever.
わかってる。
Okay. Let me take the cat. I won't treat him badly. Yeah, I'm not stopping until this bit's done. I'm not stopping until this bit's done. After a long internal debate, Michiru finally hands me the cat. Thanks to the summer heat, fluid has already begun to ooze out of its oh. The cat soiled itself when it died. The girl's clothes are soiled, even so she pets its head numerous times and clearly reluctant to part.
やめる。
I decide it's probably best to let her be alone for a while. After respectfully dealing with the cat's body, I return to my room and take a shower. The cat died. From an objective point of view, a stray cat was hit by a car. Nothing more, nothing less. In the animal shelters, abandoned pets and feral strays are disposed of in the tens of thousands every year. To the world at large, the death of that cat is essentially meaningless. But a precious fragment of Michiru's world was stolen away before her very eyes. From that perspective, we're clearly facing a gravely serious situation. Oh yeah, it's gonna be... Fuck me.
セーブするわ。
That hit a bit too much for home for me, because my nan's cat did actually pass away in the past month, so that did hit home. And he was a black tabby cat. Lovely cat. He was an old git, you know. He was 21 years old. Very old cat. And then he suddenly got very sick, and then, well, he family decided to euthanize him instead of having him suffer on when his body was about to get even worse as his life went on, because he had already lived a very long, good life. But at that rate that he was going, his body was going to get even weaker. He wouldn't even be able to move. Maybe he wouldn't have been able to eat properly or anything like that. So he thought it was... Well, I didn't get to decide on it anyway, but... Majority of the family agreed it's best to let him go at that point. That was their honest thoughts, and I don't blame them. We all knew it was coming. But this is a bit different, where it's something you can't expect. It's a very real possibility that can happen. So... Yeah, this ended on a much heavier note than I expected. I had a bad feeling about what was going on because of like it all going on about Michiru. So I thought, oh, in a minute, is Michiru going to go missing looking for Michiru? But then when we went with her to look and we was given the biscuits, I was thinking, nah, something's going to happen with the cat. Didn't think it would freaking die. I thought maybe injured and maybe have to go through like something to try and survive, but actually died just like that. That's CG though, fuck me. Anyway, I'm all out of time for this episode. Sorry this ended on a down note, but what can I say? What can I say? This bit was heavy. So, all I can say for you guys is... Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want any more from me, and I shall see you in the next video. So did you guys? I will most certainly see you next time. I just want to give Michiru a hug. I'm glad Yuji did that. Good lad, Yuji.